Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to Armoured Warfare. Today I am going to show you a little replay I had in the Leopard 2A5, a vehicle I've just recently been able to get along with a whole host of other vehicles, and that will be explained in the upcoming days. Just keep an eye out, in other words. I won't spoil anything. But anyway, the Leo 2A5, the Leopard 2A5 is very quick. Very nice indeed. Its speed is one of its key attributes. It has very good gun handling, and its frontal turret armor is excellent as well. Its hull armor is not as good as the turret, but it is still effective. Its lower plate is quite hard to penetrate, and from the front I am not really aware of that many weak spots. Side and rear, however, well, they're a different story completely. They are not very strong at all. They are very flat and very weak. The Leopard 2A6, the Tier 9 variant, does improve the side armor to 325mm with the upgraded packages, but on the Leo 2A5 it is not that thick at all, and if you overangle, enemy MBTs are going to have a field day with you. However, if you only expose your turret like I am now, and that M1A1 over there is not angling very well, this gun will go to town on you. There's another good hit. In the meantime, I've only taken a very minute amount of damage. I imagine that was probably a cupola hit. Cupolas on this vehicle aren't very strong, like most vehicles, but they are quite small. And we've got some decent damage done already. 5 hits, 2000 damage done already. Which, this gun has quite nice DPM. And the Leopard 206 also has been buffed in patch 012.1776, which you may well have seen in my patch note video. If you haven't, then go ahead and check that out. It does go through the rundown of the update. But anyway, back to the Leopard 2A6. I must say I'm not really a fan of the Leopard line when you get to the Leopard 2. It's kind of underwhelming after playing a Challenger. You do get penned in your lower plate a lot. The gun is okay, but the turret isn't fantastic. It's not a bad machine, it just doesn't feel as good to play as a Challenger. There are benefits to playing a Leopard 2, of course. It has better speed. Had to rush that shot a little bit because you saw the C1 area was getting into cover. And I've just absorbed so much damage thus far, it's unbelievable. But this is what this turret does. It has 700mm of effective armor at the front, even more if they're firing high explosive. And it's interesting how the turret is designed on this variant of the Leopard and the 2A6 as well. The gun is separate from the well, it appears separate from the turret at the front anyway. I can't actually show you because we don't have replays at the moment, but it looks bizarre, but it looks cool at the same time. It's just a visual observation of the tank. I mean, Germany are very good at making good looking tanks, I must say. Back to the replay, we have spent the majority of our time up here so far. Well, in fact, all of our time up here, and we're trying to penetrate the roof armor of another 2A5, as well as deal with this Challenger 2. I'm kind of in a bit of a situation here where I'm getting shot from two sides, and I don't really want to angle too much, because otherwise one will hit me when I'm not looking at the other. The 2A5 though is moved up, and I'm going to take a shot at that Challenger 2. Nope. Challenger 2, I've, well, not really had a good time with it. It is a vehicle I do have now, but it is, I don't know, its gun is not brilliant, but its side armor is surprisingly strong, even when appearing to be over-angled. I mean, in that case it was sat side on, so they did get penetrated by our shell. I forget the exact penetration of this, and this may be a tad reckless. We do get hit in the side by Challenger 1, notably weak side armor, as I said earlier. I think the penetration of the gun is about 605. No, sorry, it's not 605. It's that's the 2A6, I think. It's 500 odd, 530, something like that. I can't remember. It's not as good as the C1 Ariete, but the gun is still decent enough. Front of the Challenger 2 is quite a tricky opponent to face at a lower tier, and you can't penetrate its lower hull either. You can see that the situation is not looking brilliant for us. We do have significant presence in the town, but that's where our vehicles are. It's all in the town area, and our base is being capped. We do still have 2 minutes on the clock, however, so we might be able to do something about it. Side of a Challenger 1, when we find him, behind this wreck here, is not a problem. Goes straight in. 500 plus rolls are pretty standard in this vehicle. It does go below that, obviously 492 in that last salvo, in that last hit. Retrofit wise, the Leopard is a bit disappointing because you can only fit 2 retrofits. You can fit a universal retrofit, so anything you want, which is good, and then you can also have a retrofit added to the mobility section. So I've gone for the enhanced cooling. I forgot what oil cooling I think it is, which improves the acceleration, and the turret traverse. The turret traverse on the vehicle is very good anyway. It's about 33 degrees, but I've buffed it to 38 degrees, which is very nice. And this is the reason why, well, we lost the game, really. It's not just that, but if I had taken the road properly, I probably would have been able to get to the base in time. The enemy vehicles wouldn't have got to me in time, and I probably would have held on for a bit longer. I'm getting hit by autocannon fire from the right hand side from that crab. I'm not really worried about the crab at this angle. The crab, however, is very frustrating. When you're playing a big slow vehicle like the Challenger 2, you may know of the YouTube Des Games, Ship the Nuts in game. He very much loves his crab, and I can see why. It's not a vehicle I own just yet, but I will be getting there as well. Managed to get one last huzzah shell into the M1128 MGS, which universally, I've heard, is a terrible vehicle. It has no armour, its gun is good, but it's so big, and its ERA, or rather its ERA and cage armour, I don't actually... Wait, it's definitely got cage armour, but not ERA, I don't think. Anyway, the cage armour is not really that effective. It doesn't cover the entirety of the vehicle. The upper plate is still very much exposed, and therefore very susceptible to heat shells. But there you go. There's the result screen flickering quite quickly there. Managed to absorb 6,000 damage, 5,000 experience, 200,000 credits, almost 215,000 credits. There we go, the Leopard 2A5. It does look very, very nice indeed, does it not? Tell me your thoughts on the Leopard. Have you played it? Do you like it? Do you want to get it? Are you having problems with the lower tier Leopard line or the mid tier Leopards? Or would you prefer to play a different tier 8 vehicle? Tell me your thoughts. If you enjoyed the gameplay, please be sure to leave a like down below. If you want to leave a comment, that's also great, but you don't have to. And as always, I've been Geogen. This has been the Leopard in Armored Warfare, Leopard 205. And I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.